Welcome to the More Than Scrubs podcast, a podcast where dentists and healthcare professionals can learn how to thrive in or beyond their 9-to-5 job. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my scrubs. But in this podcast, I want to explore how we can build a side hustle, a business, or excel in our careers so that we can have that work-life balance that everyone's always talking about. Healthcare careers have evolved so much in the past decade, so let's find a way that we can evolve with them. My name is Dr Chopra. I'm a dentist, a business owner, and I want to take you on this journey with me to find out how we can be more than scrubs. So let's dive straight into it. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the More Than Scrubs podcast. Today I've got Nirali here. Nirali,
Hi.
Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, my name is Nirali. I'm a dentist and
You're a dentist and what?
An artist.
Okay, tell us more about that.
Well, it's just a hobby. Always been really creative. And then at uni I started selling some artwork on the side for fun and a bit of pocket money.
Yeah.
And then just continued that as a working dentist as well. Haven't let it go because it's a piece of me.
Amazing. So formerly known as NCP Art,
Yes.
now known as...
Made by Nirali.
Love it.
Yeah.
And I think, did you start during university? Because we went to university together. So obviously I've been following your journey since the beginning.
Yeah.
Were you doing something before uni as well, or did you start during university?
No, so before uni, I was just sort of doing it as a hobby. I did it at GCSE, art, and then at A-levels, art textiles. And then I took a gap year, and then I didn't really do much of it in that year, but I really wanted to carry it on, wanted to keep those skills, and I just enjoyed it. It's like my downtime. And then at uni, I just had the idea. I was like, I don't want to let it go. Maybe if I get an Instagram, it'll motivate me to just keep making art. So that's why I made it. And then, it kind of grew from there. I found a different media to work with and just thought I'd get really good at that. Like a small kit that I could take to uni. Because obviously you can't take everything.
Yeah.
And then I started selling artwork and it just kind of grew.
That's great.
Yeah.
So we graduated in 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
And since graduating, do you feel like you've been able to incorporate the art more or less? What's it been like?
Into my life?
Yeah. Since like you're working and you have to juggle a bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, so we graduated in COVID. I sold quite a lot during COVID because everyone was off and, cleaning their house, so they were all ordering artwork. And then FD started. I was still doing a lot of artwork during FD. And then I did a Max Fax post for DCT and the hours were a bit mad. So during that year, actually, I didn't do that much artwork. So, yeah.
And how about now?
Now I've got back into it. So now I'm doing quite a bit of artwork. But it does go a bit up and down, like, depending with life, like how busy life is.
So when you were at uni, that's when you kind of got obviously into selling the artwork, right?
Yes, absolutely.
How did you know that it was something that you could monetize and you could make money from?
I don't know, honestly. Like I don't
what was
think
your first sale?
My first sale is it was like a pastel elephant drawing, to a friend. So yeah,
like
that was really
how did you
random.
get to?
I don't know.
Get to that point. Like if someone out there is listening and they're like, oh, I love art. I do it in my free time all the time. But how do I monetize this?
Do you know what? She probably asked me to do it for her.
That's really nice.
Yeah, she probably asked me to do it for her and pay me. And then I think, then I was just experimenting with different things and I found like a style that I really liked. And I don't know, I think I was just messing around and created a style which was like watercolour galaxy maps.
Yeah.
And then people just really liked it and all I was doing was posting on Instagram and then, I don't know, people just wanted it. So I think I was asked to do it and then I found something that I enjoyed doing. It kept me creative and then I was at uni, so I was like, I need a bit of pocket money.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'll just start selling them.
Yeah, that's great. It's a great idea because you're doing your hobby and you're also making a bit of an income on the side as well. And you made your Instagram page And was that, again...
In first year of uni.
Okay,
Yeah.
and was that with the idea of just showcasing your work, or was it more, okay, I want to monetize this? Like, you had a plan of how you want to kind of go?
I didn't have, like, you know, like people have like a plan, this is how I'm going to do A, B, C. Like, no, that wasn't, like, I just put a bit of my artwork that I did at uni, and then some bits that I was doing, like, so first I started with soft pastels, and like I was doing that quite a bit, and then I didn't like that so much, so I just moved on to watercolor. And I was just doing it for fun, and then as I got better at that style, I then just, like, then it became, I'm selling it now.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a plan that I'm making this to sell art. It was just, I'm making this page to just, don't know, yeah, showcase.
I guess
showcase.
in that time it was a bit different. Like, nowadays it's a bit more like
Formal.
Everything is about monetizing things,
Yeah.
But then it was kind of like, look what I did, and I'm just gonna post about it.
Yeah, I think it was a bit different.
Like, we used to like cook stuff and post it, and like people just used to post stuff.
Yeah, I think it was a bit more casual then.
Yeah, now it's more of like okay, what's your strategy? What's your social media strategy?
I still don't have a social media strategy.
It's hard. It's hard work. It's hard work. So, okay, the point of this podcast is basically to guide people that are mainly dentists or healthcare workers into the idea that we are more than scrubs. So we can work in our scrubs, but we can also do things on the side and hopefully earn a bit of an income from what we're doing as well. So if somebody listening to this is just starting out, like they love art, they do it, let's say like they do a piece a week or something because they really enjoy it.
That's great.
Yeah, but they're like, okay, I really do enjoy it, but I do want to get something out of doing this as well as just satisfaction. What can they do?
So if you're a real beginner, maybe you can do some classes just like YouTube and stuff. That's honestly really great, or there's lots of classes nearby. And then the second thing is really to find a style. So it's up to you if you want to create an Instagram page at that point when you're experimenting, because I guess you could see, like, if you post something, like, do people like it? What do they think?
Yeah.
But you won't get a lot of momentum from that. You have to be posting like a specific style regularly.
Okay, so you want to have a niche, basically.
Yeah,
so people
you do
come
need a
to
bit
you
of a niche.
for
Yeah.
the galaxy art, for example, or recently it's been more flower, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because if you're posting lots of different things, when people go to your page, they'll get confused.
Yeah.
So even if it's like you want to paint or create different things, like they could all be like a greeting card with a different style, you know, covering or something.
Yeah, true.
So you could just focus on one product or a couple of products and then go from there.
Yeah.
Or a specific niche. And
so like a type of art.
A type of
or
artwork.
a type of product that you're selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it doesn't have to be like fancy or overly intricate. I've seen lots of people on Instagram selling like really bright but simple pieces of artwork, and they just because they just keep posting that one style, the people that like it will somehow find them, and that's where it grows.
That's very true. I've seen that quite a bit as well, and I follow some people, obviously you, but also some people where it's like you kind of know what they're going to post because they have that like
style.
Niche.
That
they
style,
have a thing.
right?
Yeah. So, and it's just fun to look at or watch. Yeah. Is there anybody who shouldn't pursue this? Obviously, you have to have like a bit of skill or talent, right? Or you can be abstract.
I don't know. You can just be abstract.
Like, who are we to say, right? But is there anybody, like, you know, for example, is doing this for money the right reason? Because is it really going to make you money?
I wouldn't say the best reason to be selling artwork is for money.
Yeah.
You sell artwork and you do artwork just for fun, for enjoyment, for peace of mind, for relaxation. Like, I don't know if any of you have been to Sip and Paint, like it's just really fun and relaxing, and that's what it should be. Like, this is about, you know, if you want to, creating money from what you enjoy doing. And I'm a believer that everyone can do art. Not necessarily the same style of art. Some can be abstract, some can be something intricate, like like everyone can do art, like, definitely. Even like doodling is art. So if you have like something that you enjoy doing, then just post it and then people will just slowly start following you.
So if I was somebody who I've got my niche, everything's going well, I'm posting on Instagram, people are liking my work, and somebody's just messaged me saying, can I purchase this work from
Amazing.
you?
Yes.
How do I know how much something is worth and how much I should charge people?
Okay. It probably varies a lot depending what you're selling. It's probably two routes. The one is like if you're doing bespoke artwork, and one is if you're making a product that's ready to sell. The first thing I'd always start with is like your research. What is everyone else selling? How much are they selling it for? But what's the quality of their work?
Yeah.
Because say they could be selling it for like £1, but it could be like, you know, so basic, and yours could be really intricate, like taking a lot of time and very unique. So you can't compare it. So that's something to bear in mind. So do your research. The second thing is, then you're looking at like the value of your work. So how many hours have you spent putting into that piece of work? How much were your materials? But not only that, it's like, if I was someone else, how much would I realistically pay for that? And you can go as high as you want, but you might not get too many sales. So if you're selling like a greeting card for like, you know, 30 quid, like not many people are going to go for it.
Yeah.
Unless it's something really special and they can keep in a frame afterwards. So
it's more like do market research, like see what your competitors are kind of selling, and then work it out from there.
One thing I would say is if you're just starting out, you need to gain followers, you need to gain people coming into your page, and then you can push your prices up, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so firstly, let's go back to the bespoke versus, what did you say it was?
Ready-made.
Yeah.
Like
So is it, you're saying that with ready-made, you have designed something and then do you remake it again, or is it like a printout? How does that
Depends what you make it. So someone, let's just keep going back to the greeting card. Yeah, like they can either make it by hand and then it's done.
Yeah.
Or they can, get it painted and digitally produce it and get it printed. Or you can sell a template. Like there's lots of ways
like
of doing
Etsy,
things.
there's loads of stuff like that. So that's a good way to scale your work, right? And then when you're doing bespoke, that's kind of like you're doing one piece of artwork for somebody.
Yeah.
And that's going to take obviously your time, your thoughts, you know, like originality. Yeah.
So with bespoke work, that's a lot harder to price.
Yeah.
Again, do your research how much everything is. But you're going to be talking to your client a lot about what they want, like the colors, the size, the shape, the material, how they're going to use it. Lots of different things. We won't go into that. But that it's a lot harder to give guidance. But take into consideration your time, your materials, how much time you're spending with them as well, talking about what they want. Because that's what mainly I've done, is just bespoke artwork. The benefit is that you don't have lots of stock lying around, like lots of ready-made artwork that's like sitting in your garage. But it's a much lengthier process to make it, especially if it's like a handmade original that you're selling. You can price that higher as well. Sure.
Fine, because the business mind in me is thinking the scalability of that is really
definitely less.
But then the
value is higher.
Yes. So I guess it depends on your target audience and what everyone wants, right? So roughly, how long are you spending on a bespoke piece of artwork?
Again, it depends.
Give us like a ballpark. Just so people can appreciate that this stuff takes time. Like it's not just obviously you doing the work, which obviously takes ages, but it's the communication, like you said.
The communication takes there's a lot of questions to ask. But like I did a piece recently and it probably took me about 4 hours, which is, it would have taken a lot longer before, but I've just gotten a bit quicker.
Is it more like quicker in terms of communicating with your clients?
I'm still communicating with them. So that's just the painting hands-on time.
But then no, you need
then
to
like
add on
communicating, I don't know, it must have taken like that's probably a similar amount of time.
So when you reflect back, do you feel like, am I including that communication into my price? Or...
Yeah. So for this, so basically I've just started up like wedding stationery, for example. Because I've just set it up, I've just taken a bit of a cut, like in terms of I'm not pricing it where I want it to be.
Yeah.
I'm just at the moment just
getting
people
there.
in. Yeah, exactly. We do that in dentistry, like, you know, you pay like $1,000 for a course for one day, but you have to give that to then gain the skills out of it and then
or sometimes
money,
you have to like discount what you're doing so you can practice what you've learnt on that course, right? So
exactly.
that's life.
Yeah. I would recommend that for anyone who's trying to scale up a little bit.
So start with kind of I guess not what your
price
is. Just get yourself out there a little bit first. Okay.
And you know, also when I was doing at uni, I gave my friends lots of artwork.
You did. This is right here, and this is from Nirali. Thank you.
This was one of the OG maps.
Yeah. So yeah, Nirali's been great with that. What are you doing at the moment? You talked about wedding stationery, right? Yeah. So tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah. So I literally just started this like this year / end of last year.
Where'd you get the idea?
From my own wedding.
Yeah, you had some amazing stuff. Everyone follow Nirali's Instagram and you'll be able to see it anyway. So tell us more.
So I basically, for my own wedding, so this was when I wasn't doing much artwork, by the way, but for my own wedding, I started looking at like posters and stuff online. They were all quite expensive but very basic, and I also felt like, so I'm Indian, like I wanted a bit of my culture in there, but you know, I wanted it to still be modern and match the vibe of the event. So yeah, I just created my own like big posters, and they matched the outfits, they matched the theme, and they looked, you know,
they looked great, and they also looked like your personality, if that makes sense. So it's like a really nice way if somebody is getting married to kind of show who they are, because I feel like nowadays, obviously we're both Indian, we go to a lot of Indian weddings, there's like a generic stationery, so I think like yours was the first that I saw that was like very personalized, and obviously because I know you, I know that was like really like you on a board, basically, if I can like explain it. That's where I think that having somebody do that for you, obviously if you want to do it yourself, but having somebody do that for you, it's like you're putting like your own kind of personality into it, and you're literally telling your guests like, this is us, like welcome to my event, you know? So definitely. I think that's really nice.
It is. And so many people take pictures of like the stationery, like the posters and you know, the
with
name
it
tags,
as well.
Like, they do. So many people do. And then, so I did all of mine, and I had really nice feedback, but I wasn't thinking about this at that point. But like other suppliers were like, wow, I've never seen this before. It looks really nice. And then my brother was getting married, so I made all of his. And then again, loads of people took pics with it, and like, it looked really good actually. I found a way of making my artwork digital this year. So that would help with like scalability. So literally paint it, scan it into an art scanner, and then develop it, and then I can edit it and tweak it online, all that stuff. So since then I've been selling basically bespoke artwork for weddings, and then bespoke artwork, but it's digitalized and printed. So and then I've had a few orders, so I've just been like, I was working on one today.
Fabulous. That sounds really nice, and it does sound like you've got like a good way of, I guess, saving time compared to before.
Yes.
But also offering the exclusivity if people want that.
Yeah, and I think people like a mix. So like one wedding I just did was, she's Thai, she's having an English wedding, and she wanted her wedding poster. She's like, I can't find anything Asian online. Please, can you help me? And I
This
was
is what I'm saying about the
yeah,
personality, like putting your own touch into
Yeah.
it. And that's nice that you have this thing where you listen to what your client wants and then you
Yeah.
show who they are.
She like messaged me like for a copy paste of mine, and I was like, no, let's make it better. So we did all of that. So we made her a bespoke welcome poster. And then this is where the scalability comes in a little bit. So I also did a smaller version of it. I scanned it, blew it up, and then we've now made her a seating chart from it. But it's very similar, but it means that we can edit names around, we can tweak that till it's like last minute and then just get it printed.
I love that. And I think that's like a really great idea that you've managed to get to this place. I think it's really great. And I was going to ask, this kind of business that you have going, has it enabled you to cut down your dentistry?
It's hard because I've only started this aspect of it this year.
Yeah.
Before that, I didn't have much inspiration. So at the moment, probably not. But with time, I'm hoping that it will.
And we're coming into wedding season.
Into wedding season, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it does take time. It's not something that's gonna,
replace your career, which is not what I think you're trying to do at the moment anyway.
No.
But I think what I mean to say is, firstly, while you're doing this, how are you juggling being a dentist? That's the first thing. And secondly, has it allowed you to even like cut down a few hours or like focus a bit more like of your 9 to 5 time into the business, or you're not there yet?
I basically moved towards about 6 months ago. So to be fair, like I'm part-time at the moment, which although is like, okay, I need to work on that, but it's actually given me the time to work on this art business because at the start, if you are trying to scale something up and you're trying to get all the ideas, you're trying to do a website and Instagram and all that, it does take a lot of time and energy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just happened naturally that I've fallen in like, okay, I've moved, I'm part-time, okay, let me do this part-time as well.
Okay, so you were part-time anyway, and then obviously this was kind of growing as on the side thing, so it's kind of helped you merge.
Just kind of
Do you feel like if you weren't part-time, it would have happened?
I don't know, actually, because basically I was struggling for a long time with inspiration, and a lot of that was just because I was just so busy with life. So I don't know how quickly it would have happened. It would have taken a lot longer. But I think a lot of the really, really hard work is kind of done now, and now it's just about probably a bit of marketing. So I probably don't need so much time for it now until like... Depends on how busy you get with orders.
Yeah.
So if you're someone that's getting lots of orders in, you have to really make a decision, I think, at that point. Like, okay, how many days of dentistry can I do? And how many days do you want to focus? And it is work. If you're doing orders, this is work.
Yeah.
So every setup, like every startup business takes time. Yeah. So...
And it takes just sacrifice in the sense of, cutting down your hours at work, for example.
Yeah, so if you're in that decision where you'd have to cut down your hours,
like if you can financially support it, then go for it. But obviously, if you can't, then I guess you have to come home from work and work on the other stuff. Yeah. It's hard.
Basically, yeah. If you're in that place where... you'd have to cut down your job. Then it's like, what do you like more? Because it's only meant to be something that you enjoy doing. It shouldn't be something that's making you super, super stressed. Obviously, there might be moments, but I think it's about what you enjoy. And, if you enjoy dentistry more than your side hustle, then maybe dentistry. Yeah, and that's fine as well.
Yeah, agreed.
But if you like a bit of both and you just need a bit of variation, because... dentistry can be a bit busy and stressful at times. It can be hard on your back. Then, maybe keep it half and half, or 1 day art, 4 days dentistry, something like that.
So at the moment, what's your week like?
At the moment, I'm 3 days working.
3 days doing dentistry.
3 days doing dentistry,
Change your
Even
mindset.
It's funny for me as well.
Okay, so tell me, like Monday to Friday, what are you up to?
Yeah, so 3 days of dentistry. 1 day is well, the other 2 days will be like admin, meal prep, and like doing stuff for the art business. But like saying that, I've been doing it at the weekend as well, so it's all jumbles into just whenever you're free. And then I've been doing lots of courses as well, dentistry courses.
And how do you prevent burning out? So that's whether it's in dentistry, whether it's with having, let's not call it a side hustle, let's call it your business, because you have a business. So how do you prevent burnout?
How I prevent burnout? I have over the years installed lots of habits. So I probably meditate nearly every day. I do gratitude practice, which is like, if you haven't done it before, it's just like either you write down a few things that you're grateful for every day, or you can sort of visualize it, whichever one. Exercise, gymming, so weightlifting at the gym, and then Pilates, regular walks. That's something I'm doing more so now. Like
weather's been nice.
Yeah, the weather's been nice.
I ask everyone this question, and the common theme is firstly mindfulness, so looking after your mind.
Yeah.
Second is active, so doing some sort of gym. You said already, but doing some sort of physical activity to get yourself out of that couch potato feeling. And the third thing is community, so it's just friends, having people around you that you can talk to, that just make you feel nice,
like having fun.
Yeah, exactly. The key to not burning out is, it's pretty basic when you think about it,
but it doesn't feel it.
Yeah, and it's so easy to like fall into the trap of work, or
definitely
just like basically ignore those feelings.
Because a lot of people that don't do dentistry are 5 days a week, 9 to 5, and you can also feel the pressure to do that. But actually, one of the things, like not doing 5 days, basically.
Yeah,
like
that helps.
Really helps.
That helps. I think that's actually another common theme that we've had. Is basically everybody I've spoken to has been a dentist and hasn't been doing 9 to 5 5 days a week, because I think the traditional way it's just too much, and I don't know if it's our generation or what it is.
I think when you're not in dentistry, like dentistry is a flexible career. Other people don't necessarily understand it, but if you know that you doing 5 or 6 days a week, it like you end up just feeling stressed and achy or whatever. Like you have to listen to yourself a little bit and just be like, okay, I might take slight sacrifice in earnings, but then the rest of the days
you don't take a sacrifice because you're so
productive in the rest of the days, and you feel better in yourself. And to be honest, that's kind of the main thing, isn't it?
That's what life is about. Like we can't just be working all the time and feeling rubbish, because then what's the point? So I'm an advocate for that. Like you don't, even if it's okay, fine, you have to work 5 days a week, just whatever reason, even if you can take maybe like an hour out, like I don't know, leave early on a Wednesday or start late on a Thursday, whatever,
gives you morale.
Literally just give yourself like a bit of room to just breathe and do something that might be a tiny bit different to your like daily routine. We love what you're doing and we love the creativity, but what are any cons in having a business or having a side something or working with clients? Any cons or warnings you would give to anyone?
Okay, working with clients, like in dentistry, you have to manage expectations, be strict with timelines, and some people will say they want one thing, but they want something else.
Okay.
But you don't necessarily know that till you start.
Yeah.
Like, again, with dentistry, what did you do? Like, you do a mock-up, right? It's the same thing with art. Like, you can do, like, a quick 10-minute mock-up and show them and just say, do you like this? Like, so that's with clients, and I think the rest of it's just, like, communication.
The art itself isn't the stressful part, I'm sure.
Sometimes it can be.
Yeah.
But, like, having said that, I've had really nice... Do you know what? Touch wood.
Yeah.
I've had really lovely clients. So
good.
I've not had too many big problems.
Good. So, yeah, your work probably attracts the clients that you like or want.
Yeah, maybe.
And I think with dentistry, it's kind of the same. Like, you get to a point where you start saying no to patients, you start seeing, you know, some patients, I'm never going to meet their expectations.
Yeah.
So just you have boundaries and just learn that you're not for everyone.
Yeah.
And they're not for you either.
Yeah. I think one of the good things actually, like what you said, like once you're on Instagram, people just see what you do, and that's how you attract people. So people that like that will basically contact you.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, they're probably not going to get through to you anyway.
Yeah.
So it almost
you're
filters it out
filtering
for
out.
you.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I think it's probably rare. Like, it's very visual anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's very rare.
Hard
like,
to disappoint someone if they've seen all your work.
Yeah. You have to think about other stuff that is less fun.
Yeah, like
so
what?
like the fun bit is doing the artwork, but the less fun stuff, maybe like, you know, ICBA with Instagram.
Yeah, social media. That's another thing that everyone said, like just putting yourself out there. Like, we're happy to do it, but it's so hard to keep on top of it.
It's hard to be consistent. It's hard to write, I don't know about you guys, but hard to find the right captions or whatever. And the editing, like, it's just a bit long.
It is.
So, yeah, if you want to, especially now, like, I feel like everything's so professional on Instagram. So, like, in terms of photography, like, videos, reels, like, so I think that can be a bit of a con if you're just doing it for fun, because that can become not very fun. It can become a bit mundane. So, but there are other ways of getting yourself out there as well. So you can go to like markets or stores or contact places that you think might want your artwork in their facility. So yeah, basically just getting yourself out there.
Some traditional ways.
Some traditional ways,
social media. I don't know about artists, but I've seen like a lot of vendors, I guess, like when you're talking about wedding stuff, that have been able to grow their business because of like networking in that sense. So then their social media grows after that. Yeah. But yeah, there's different ways to do it, I guess. So just basically putting yourself out there, whether it's online or whether it's
in real life.
Yeah. Which I always find that real life is better because you're not like, you get something out of it. Even like just posting online, yeah, okay, sure, you might get exposure, but I feel like you don't get something from it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you get like a mutual bit of connection when you meet in real life.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
Online it's just like one way, isn't it?
And then you're just waiting for the likes to come in, and you're like, who's seen my post, and what does everyone think, and blah blah blah, and it's like it's really
it's hard. I find it hard to be authentic on Instagram. Like, I don't show my face that much. I'm trying to now because you kind of have to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's hard when you just want to display your work, I think. But you have to, I think at the moment, create connection with who's coming to your page. Otherwise, you're just not going to get that much
It's
engagement.
So true. I think people like the story. Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that people love a story. Yeah. And so telling, like, you know, I don't know if you have done this. Have you told your story about your wedding and stuff? About how you first...
Maybe in writing, but not necessarily.
You have to,
I need to do that.
Do you have any videos of yourself doing the artwork
They're
for your
so
wedding?
Bad. My husband took them.
Husbands.
He did it on 0.5, so my forehead looks massive.
Oh man, it's fine.
But that's the kind of thing that really, that's the kind of thing that does help.
Let's go back to dentistry. And firstly, when you qualified, we know that dentists face a lot of issues. So whether it comes to stress, burnout, back pain, whatever it is.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff, and I feel like it's really important to talk about it.
Yeah.
So definitely. What are some of the biggest challenges that you faced when you first qualified? All of them. Give us your top 3.
Those are the top 3.
I just read your mind. It's like, well, I was there, so.
You were there. You witnessed it. Yeah. Okay, so fine. Back pain, yes. I saw a physio. Physios are great. And then, picking exercises that help you. Like, for example, I felt like yoga was giving me lots of injuries, so I now do Pilates. And when I have an injury, I go straight to the physio, and then like you just have to be patient and just go through whatever they tell you to do.
What do you think caused the back pain?
I think it was just a lot of different postural things. So, and then once you get into like have maybe bad posture, then you end up sort of overcompensating with other muscles, and then you just constantly like reaffirming that bad posture.
Yeah.
When you're doing anything like exercise, working, everything, it's all related. So I think it was just a combination of that stuff.
And I feel like probably half the people we know have that, right? And it was so normalized at uni in the sense they obviously taught us how to like sit ergonomically and whatever, but it was like, oh, this person has a slip disc, or this person had to take time off because they hurt themselves, and it's just like, or carpal tunnel,
it's not okay.
And it's just like, oh yeah, like it's fine, but dude, no,
it's too much.
I saw a chiropractor, and they told me basically that I have like one leg's longer than the other because of the way that I tilt. So I've literally like messed up my back to that extent.
Oh no, it's probably coming for all of us.
Yeah, so it's crazy. But they, you know, adjustments, and it really helped. But the thing is, it's what you do at home. So what we say about flossing and brushing, like, you know, you can see the hygienist, but if you're not brushing your teeth at home,
those rehab exercises are so important.
Yeah, but no one does them. As in the sense of like at work, we just me personally, I throw it out of the window because I just want to get the thing done.
Yeah,
and I'm not focusing on myself as much.
I feel like what's helped me with that is physio. They give you really good postural exercises, but you have to do them. There was one point last year I was doing an hour a day of physio.
That's really good.
An hour a day, that's a lot out of your day, right?
Yeah, but the fact that you did
it's really helped.
So tell me, after uni, your biggest challenge apart from physically.
So with dentistry, probably confidence. I would say that was one of my biggest challenges. Confidence at work. Like
in what sense?
So, like, I felt like a bit indecisive or struggled sometimes with decision making. So, yeah, you'd have, like, second opinions and stuff, but I think that comes from internally, like... And sometimes there's not really an easy way through it. Like, you have to gain experience. You have to know when to ask for help or a quick, like, second opinion, or can you just look at this x-ray or something? And I've been really lucky. Like, I've worked with some really lovely dentists that, you know, they don't mind just, you know, having a quick look or a look at an x-ray or something like that. So
that's really important.
Having a mentor, that can really help as well. So, and sometimes you just have to work through it.
Sometimes you have to make mistakes as
well.
you
have to make mistakes. And then there's some self-work there, isn't it? Some growth and like working out why you're feeling a certain way and then going from there. Yeah.
Like what way?
Like if you're feeling a bit indecisive, you have to just say like, okay, what's making me indecisive? And I don't know, you have to sit with that emotion and try and figure it out a bit.
Yeah. And sometimes it's literally not you. It's like the situation is actually hard.
Yeah, the situation is really hard. Yeah.
But sometimes...
Or there's an alarm bell in your head and the patient... Well, because when you're younger, when you're initially out, the patient might actually just be putting a bit of pressure on you, and you've got a feeling, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah. And you recognise it after because you've done it a few times or you've seen it a few times. Then you're like, okay, I know you want me to do this, but I know
and that's why I'm feeling this indecision because I don't want to do that. Yeah. So there's lots of different things. It's really complex, isn't it?
When things are hard, because our career is hard, we have to just put that out there.
Yeah.
You do have to do some self-work. So we talked about physical work. You need to work on your body, but also mental work. So part of this podcast is mental work, I guess, because I love speaking to different people. I love learning how people cope with, you know, dentistry, with their businesses, with just existing. So you said that you went to Tony Robbins last year.
Yeah.
How did that help in terms of your looking after yourself internally? Because not just physically, like we said.
They teach you lots of like healthy habits there. I wouldn't say that's the main reason for going because I think you can kind of figure that out anyway.
Yeah.
But they do lots of exercises with you, like meditation and things like that. You also sort of walk on burning coal on the first evening. I think what it teaches you is that you can go past that barrier that you have. Like that feeling of, okay, I can't do this, it kind of, well, yeah, like you don't think you can walk on burning coal, right? So it just pushes you past that. And then, I don't know, it just changes your mindset about yourself. Like, I feel like I've released a lot of sort of limiting beliefs that I had. And if I hadn't done that, maybe I would still be, maybe I wouldn't have also started a new art business this year. It definitely helps with limiting beliefs. And puts you in the uncomfortable, so you can just feel like you can do things that may have felt difficult before.
Yeah.
And I think that's important in our career, because we're always progressing, but you have to be mentally comfortable with it first, otherwise you'll never push past a certain point.
Definitely.
And I think it's applicable to just life. So I really liked it.
There's always something that is like in our minds that is pushing back, like, even where you say like about making a decision, like in our gut we kind of know what the decision is, but then you're always like, but what if I'm not good enough, but what if I'm this,
not right,
what if they think I'm this? And then I think doing something like what you did, it just helps. Lets you feel like, actually, I'm limitless.
Yeah, basically, it's really good.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of mindset work that you have to do in dentistry.
Yeah, agreed. Because you're working with people. And like, again, we did go into this at uni a little bit. Working in somebody's mouth, you're laying them back. You have like a lot of, I guess, you're carrying their energy in a way.
Yeah. You can feel that, like their energy. Like when you've got an extremely nervous patient.
It makes me nervous. I'm
like I automatically start feeling it. And I'm like, God, they must be
and
so
after they leave the room, I'm like, whew, like that energy, right? Yeah, so it's like, that's another way, like just managing how people, I guess, impact you, or people's energies impact you as well. But I guess that comes with experience.
I think experience is a big
and
thing
working on yourself. So whether that's physical, whether it's mental, mindfulness, whatever. But I think what we're trying to say is that the work never stops.
No.
Yeah, so what message do you have for somebody that is feeling stuck right now? They've listened to this podcast and they feel like they've resonated, or they feel like they've learned something. What message might you have for them?
Firstly, I've definitely been there, probably a few times. So I completely understand. Feeling stuck is never a nice thing. I think maybe work out why you're feeling stuck, and then just find things that you love doing, and maybe focus on that a little bit. So like, I love doing artwork, so I've focused on it a bit more. It brings me so much joy. It brings me like peace. So if there's something like that in your life, like just go for it. Just do it more. Network with people that also like doing that. If you want it to be a business, you can make it a business. But if not, just keep it as an amazing hobby that you love, that gives you life. Because dentistry is hard. And if you don't feel great in yourself, it makes it a lot harder. Look after your body, like be active, go get your back pains checked out.
Yes, if you take anything away from this episode, you don't have to live with back pain.
Yeah, you don't have to live with it. Honestly, you don't accept that. Work on yourself mentally if you feel like you need to.
Yeah.
And then just find something you love. Focus on that, change your work-life balance, like maybe cut down a day if you feel like you can, and spend more time doing the things you love, like seeing your friends, going on their podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. I think that the main, again, common theme, so if you're feeling stuck, it's just change something. It can be the smallest thing ever.
Yeah, I read something that was like, if you change 10% of something in your life, then that 10% can really affect your life massively.
Yeah, the shift is going to be massive.
Yeah.
But if you don't change anything,
you'll stay the same and get worse.
It's just like a swamp compared to compared to a flowing stream or river, whatever.
Being willing to give up stuff that doesn't make you happy anymore.
Exactly. And recognizing sometimes you don't know what's making you unhappy. For example, for me, it would be like doom scrolling. Like I'm always on Instagram, TikTok, whatever.
It's the worst.
Just scrolling. Like the first thing in the morning, like what am I doing? Why am I holding my phone?
Yeah.
So I just recently downloaded something called Jomo.
Oh, I've got Opal.
Okay, yeah. So that's kind of helping, but let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
But
I think you have to replace it with something else. Like get
yeah,
up and go for
but
a
you
walk
have
or
to
something.
you have to recognize what it is first.
Yeah,
right?
you have to
so it's
definitely
like,
be aware.
why do I feel so rubbish? And it's like, wait, let me just take a step back and find out, because maybe like you're trying to blame everything on your career or your relationships or whatever, but it could just be something as small as you're always on your phone. Right?
No, honestly, I didn't even realise that until I went on holiday.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my god, my phone is just dragging me down. Like
It's just stuck to your hand.
Because I was free without it on holiday, and I was like, I feel so much better.
Yeah. So it's like sometimes it's not the holiday itself, right? It was the holiday from your phone. Right?
God, that sounds awful.
But like literally everyone's going through it. It's actually like you know, when we see
It's a pandemic.
Yeah, we see each other, we see like we talk to people, like we've been to a few like networking coffee mornings, and everyone's always saying this, like I'm just stuck to my phone, or I'm just like doing, you know, worried about social media or whatever, but it's like
and they go on social media and then they feel less in themselves, and that's really horrible.
There's more
to life,
honestly.
Focus on what you love, focus on the amazing things, and try and scrap out the phone.
Agreed.
I guess if it sucks for you as well.
Try.
Even
if you don't succeed. Okay, I got one final question for you. If you weren't a dentist or you didn't have your business right now and you got to pick your dream job, it could be anything on earth, what would it be?
Do you know what? In my dream, I wouldn't have to do any marketing, and everyone would just buy art from me, and then I can just donate it.
So you're just a successful artist. Your dream job is a successful artist.
Basically, I guess it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're
getting
people.
there.
Maybe with people as well. Something with people.
Okay, successful artist that collabs with other artists, or
no, like just normal non-artist people. I think I'd like to.
As in, you make art for them.
Maybe. Okay, this is unfinished.
Okay.
I don't know.
Guys, Nirali needs help with her dream job. But I think you're probably living out your dream already. And that might be why you're struggling to find what your dream job is. So maybe you're just doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you for coming on my podcast today, Nirali.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. I'm sure that everybody has learned a lot from you today. And if there is anybody that is feeling stuck or feeling like they want to do something more than just be in their scrubs, like we said, the whole theme of this is nothing is stopping you.
Yes.
Even if it's just a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour a day that you're doing something different, I think that will get you to where your goal is.